Hey guys, welcome back to the English Gentleman Gamer with me, Roscoe. Fancied doing a video, thought a retro one would be in order. Been listening to a retro podcast this week. Wasn't particularly in the Super Nintendo specifically, or anything really related to the Super Nintendo or this particular game, but it did mention importing a lot, so I thought I'd introduce to people who've never seen this game. This is called Parodius. Now this specific version is called Gokujo Parodius, which apparently translates as Fantastic Parodius. Pursue the glory of the past or something. This isn't. I actually owned a different version of Parodius called Parodius from Myth to Laughter, is the English translation. The original Japanese version was called Parodisu da Shinwa Kara Owarai, which had fewer characters to play as, and obviously different layers. I didn't see these when the game I owned. It was actually the Japanese version that I owned. It doesn't hinder you in any way though, as people have rightly pointed out on Reddit recently. Games like this and fighting games, you don't really need to see. I mean, this is all in English anyway. It's a Japanese version that I've got of this Fantastic Parodius, but you know it's pretty straight. Everything's written in English there's a few places where it's in Japanese, but for the most part it's actually in English, so it doesn't hinder you in any way. But the reason why I wanted to show you this game is if you're a fan of shoot 'em ups, which I'll be honest, I never really was, which was mainly because I was crap at them, you ought to play this game, because instead of the enemies being sinister and trying to take over the world and all this usual contrived tripe, basically, this just has a laugh. It thumbs its nose up at the shoot 'em up genre. It uses characters from the Konami universe, if you will, and it's a lot of fun. It's very cheerful, as you can see. It's very bright. It plays a very mean game. I mean, the one I had, the Myth to Laughter game, as a fairly crap shoot 'em up player, managed to finish it quite a few times. It didn't unfortunately have a password system that I could ever work out, or there wasn't a cheat where you could get a level select that I was aware of. So you did have to sit and play it all in one go. There was no save game function either, and the usual Konami cheat, up, down, left, right, BA, actually kills you, because it's a parody of Gradius, is where the name comes from. The usual Konami cheat that would give you an advantage, in this case, doesn't. It kills you. So, just if you do have a go, don't do that. But it's very, it's accessible. It's not particularly taxing. Admittedly, it's frustrating in as much as if you get quite far in it and something crops up. This is sort of like power-ups and stuff that I thought were quite innovative and just fun, basically. And actually, for a change, I was easily put off shooting games because I generally found them quite hard. But this one, because of its level of humour and stuff, like the dollies or whatever, not dollies, teddies or cats or something that make up the bottom. It always entertained me and amused me, and I was intrigued as to see what the designers and stuff came up with in later levels and such like. I mean, I don't do particularly well on this, but I'm just trying to show you what the game looks like. I'm not professing to be any sort of expert, so I'm not sure how easy or difficult it is to find these on eBay, wherever you are. This is on an emulator called ZSNES-W, only because it's very easy for me to record the gameplay as well as obviously play it. The downside is I have to use a PC controller, which is a cheap piece of shit I bought from Game, and it's crap, basically. It's not an excuse, it's just the fact that I find it frustrating. It's nowhere near as slick as a PlayStation pad or the original Super Nintendo pad. Now, I do have a copy of this at home, and I do have a Super Nintendo, a European one. Unfortunately, it doesn't appear to be outputting a picture at the moment, so I can't actually play this. I do have the adapter. I still have the adapter that I bought for this. I think I've got a copy of Jungle Strike or some shitty Batman game somewhere. Rings its bell. Or is it Vegas Stakes? I kept a UK game lying around because of the country chip that I need to circumvent the so-called security inside the Super Nintendo. But anyway, I'm waffling on there. So at the moment I can't play it. Now, people have mentioned having a crack at fixing it myself or sending it off to somebody to have a look at. I'm more inclined just to try and find one at a car boot, to be honest. I still like it, but it frustrates me that I can't, I could buy games for it, obviously. There's just not any point at the moment because I can't actually play on them. I think there's going to be a tipping point soon where Super Nintendo games actually start going up in value rather than being a few pounds on eBay. I think they're going to go up even more because they're going to, obviously they get rarer and rarer as time goes on. There's fewer and fewer copies lying around or up for sale on eBay. Anyway, again, I'm digressing. So if you are a fan of shoot 'em ups or a Konami fan or any reason you want to play a shoot 'em up game like this, then I do suggest you try it. It's bright, it's cheerful, it's a lot of fun, and it's funny trying to see all the little in jokes that the coders put in to kind of, you know, take the piss basically out of the other games, you know, R-types and Gradiuses and Axleys and UN squadrons and whatever else. So anyway guys, thanks for watching, take it easy, and I will catch up with you soon. Thanks for watching, bye.